I'll tell you in advance that I've ordered the whole menu of Pintxos. Hi, how are you doing on Caesar Blues channel? And today I've come to try the oldest Pintxos bar in history. I'm at the door of La Espiga Bar, named that way because it was founded in an old wheat warehouse in 1928. Its owner, Maria Luisa, was already starting to serve an appetizer skewered on a toothpick with the drinks. By doing so, she created the Pincho, now a renowned gastronomic institution in San Sebastian. This is chapter number 7 of my gastronomic journey along National Route 1, which I started 7 days ago in Madrid at Puerta del Sol, and which goes from Sol in Madrid to Irún here in the Basque country. I already recorded the tourist route this morning and it made me so hungry it hurts. So I'm heading inside to see what's cooking. Well, here I am. On the terrace of the place, I went in to take a look at the huge bar where they have quite a few Pintxos and the place is packed. There are 3 or 4 tables on the first floor, and I believe the lower floor is the dining area. Instead of Pintxos, they offer larger dishes there. I'm going to take a look at the Pintxos menu to see what you can have here on the terrace, which is what I came looking for, what I came to try. And it starts by mentioning the hot Pintxos: stuffed pepper, battered shrimp, corera, Milanese croquette, mushroom, and snout in sauce. There are quite a few, so I'll try most and maybe go for the whole Pintxos menu. It also mentions cold Pintxos, saying you should check those on the counter since that's how it works. Availability depends on what's on hand. Pintxos cost 3 to 4 euros, except for the truffle omelette Pintxo, which is the entire omelette and costs 8.50. They offer ham and tomato and egg, beef steak, and many other sandwiches at the bar. They also serve fried foods, Russian salad, tuna, anchovies with chili peppers, Iberian ham, octopus, baby squid, ribeye steak, beef snout, Madrid-style tripe, and Idiazabal cheese. In short, there's a crazy amount of food here, so the menu is already more than ready to be judged. And now let the eating begin. The Pintxos party starts right now with the cold Pintxos. I ordered one of everything but got 2 of these, the classic Gildas: anchovy, pipara pepper, and olive. I think this was the real origin of Pintxos, right? In fact, it kind of looks like an ear of wheat. By the way, I ordered some Rioja, so let's begin. Since the Pintxos come with bread, they didn't give me extra. But just so you know, I've already ordered the whole Pintxos menu, okay? This is one of the most traditional things you can find in this town. It's one of the most traditional when it comes to Pintxos. The famous Gilda. Hey, it's really delicious. The name Gilda carries much legend. Some say it originates from the movie Gilda, in which, well, Rita Hayworth appeared with a somewhat spicy attitude. It's delicious, deliciously prepared. It's just spicy enough to really enjoy it. What a great way to start the Pintxos tasting. I'll share my top 3 favorites at the end. Let's continue. This needs no introduction. The legendary, authentic, genuine one. Tortilla skewer. Let's see if it has onion or not. For now, it looks like the tortilla is nice and juicy. Let's check out this corner here, which is what I like the most. I see it has plenty of egg. The tortilla skewer is a must-have, even when traveling. No, I don't notice any onion, or if there is, it's very little. The outside is toasted, and well, that's that. There are also all kinds of opinions about it. Some people say it should just be set, not so toasted. I like the tortilla just the way it is. It's delicious, I'm telling you, it's perfectly cooked. The potato is from the cold tapas section, but it's a little warm. It's really good. I'll keep going. There's still a lot of food coming. This is the Delicia tapa. It's the most popular tapa in the place. It has anchovy and a vinaigrette with egg white and parsley, and at the end it also has a bit of sauce. Parents comes like this, cut into 2 pieces. Hey, that's interesting, Pintxo. There's the anchovy. Underneath it also has mayonnaise. Wow, that's good. That's delicious. The vinaigrette is great. It's incredibly good. I love the touch of the mayonnaise's richness. The egg white contains some yolk. That's great. The best seller. I'll continue. There are 3. On this little plate comes the Russian salad, which is topped with a shrimp tail. Here's one with sandwich bread, ratatouille, and vinegar anchovy, and another with just anchovies. Hard-boiled egg and shrimp on top. I'm really looking forward to trying this one, the Russian salad. It's the largest one with pickles on top. The shrimp itself It's really good. I like the salad and the shrimp flavor is subtle. I'm also excited to try this one. It's the one with ratatouille and toasted sandwich bread. And this is one of the best I've tried. The sandwich bread has a texture almost like a crouton. I said it has anchovy on top and anchovy in vinegar, called boqueron in vinegar here. I enjoy the fat content. I prefer foods with a good amount of fat. Let's pick this one with 2 egg slices, prawn and some anchovies at the bottom. The bread also comes toasted with plenty of oil, more than toasted, it's almost like fried. This pincho is saltier, with the bread as a crisp, well-fried crouton. I'm just realizing the sandwich bread is deep fried in oil, as Americans say. Things are off to a good start. I love the frying. These pinchos are great. There are still many left, and I'm excited to see how they'll surprise me. I'll continue with the fried foods, and on this little plate, well, there's the ham croquette. Can you see it already? There? There's also the correra, which is made of ham and egg, the one stuffed with jalapeno and meat, and the shrimp in batter croquette. Let's go with the little croquette, of course. Hey, just by picking it up, you can tell it's substantial and creamy inside, but this calls for the croquette test. Let's see how this little croquette is over here. It breaks apart, man. Look. It's really creamy. Wow, listen to that crunch. Wow, how does it smell? It has a lot of ham, it has a strong ham flavor, it's really crunchy, it's really creamy. I'm choosing the correra. See, it has 2 toothpicks and looks fried. Then, well, inside, ham and egg. I'm a little nervous to open it here, but let's see. Yes, York ham and hard-boiled egg inside. Ah, look. Okay. That was a funny bite. I went overboard trying to eat it all at once since it's so big. Hey, what a new and good thing. I've never tried anything like this before. I don't even know which one is the battered shrimp and which one is the pepper one anymore. I guess this is the battered shrimp. No. This is the pepper. This is the pepper stuffed with meat. Wow, look at that. Pepper stuffed with meat and breaded. Wow. Oh man, that's good. What a meat stew. I don't know why. It reminds me of the filling in cannelloni. Wow, it's so crunchy, huh? So the battered shrimp comes with 2. Is it this one? In the last episode, I mentioned that on my birthday, my mom would let me choose whatever food I wanted. My brother and I both had special birthday celebrations. I always ordered asparagus with mayonnaise and battered shrimp. The batter coats the shrimp. Inside is shrimp and outside is the crispy layer. I don't get why they're like this, like a lollipop. These aren't the battered shrimp I remember. It has good acetylpancetylic acid. You can taste the shrimp, but there's a lot of batter. These wouldn't pass here if they were cold. When I used to eat them as a kid, they had a little less batter around the tail of the shrimp. There are many more pinchos. This one isn't really a pincho since it's not skewered, but it looks so good I'm speechless. You can't imagine the smell or texture. This is snout. Yes, snout. Let's try this snout gelatin. It's just that this gelatinous stewed thing, which is the snout, which is the offal from the head part. A stew much like tripe. Luckily I got just a little bread, otherwise I might not have made it to the last skewer. This sticks to your lips in such a way. What a sauce, man. This is a 10, this little skewer. I'm telling you, this is a 10. I expected all the skewers to come on bread with a skewer, but they didn't. This is more like a tapa, right? In Madrid we'd call it a small tapa of pork snout, and it's really good. Not spicy at all, maybe I mentioned that. Very gelatinous, the stew's delicious. I definitely have this again. I'm working on my top 3, but need to wait until the end to decide. I'll keep going. Look at this beautiful pincho. It even comes with 2 small sauces. This crispy prawn is a tempura. It really reminds me of Japanese tempura. I was going to take it off the skewer, but I think it'll break. This tempura is great. Of all the fried foods, this is the best, right? The fried prawn is delicious. I'd say it's the best one. Great flavor, really good taste. The prawn, hey, this one is amazing. I loved it. I'll keep going. There are many more. Here I have ropa vieja, but not just any. This is ropa vieja made with bonito. The best way to enjoy this is with wine, but I already finished the last bottle. Another little glass. Hey, it's pretty big, huh? I know many will say Chacoli is better, but I chose Ribera. Let's try the ropa vieja. How beautiful. The stew is so tasty. You know, I always say that tuna, especially when it's pickled, seems really dry to me, but here in the stew, it's really tasty. This one is extremely tasty, huh? The tartaneta is crunchy, warm, and freshly made. This one is in the running to be one of the top 3, but I still have to try the rest. And this Pintxos, what do you think? Do you know what it is, no? Well, it's a Milanesa, of course, the Argentine touch on the menu here. Let's try the Milanesa, see how it is. This knife cuts great, not just for Milanesa. Looks like a Santa Cobo, right? It's got like York ham inside, I don't know, no. People from La Espiga, this isn't a Milanesa, it's something like a San Jacobo. The San Jacobo has ham, cheese, ham, while this has cheese, ham, cheese, so they're different. It's good, yes, it's homemade. You can tell by the breading, it's good. I love San Jacobos, but they're not Milanesa. And what is this? Well, you're seeing it right now. Mushrooms aren't much of a mystery. It's easy to figure out a mushroom stew, you see? Some Pintxos are like tapas. Garlic mushrooms are especially good. They're great, but I know others are already mentioning the prices, right? Remember, the beach is just 250 to 300 meters away. We're in San Sebastian, one of Spain's most expensive cities. This whole area is extremely expensive. Yesterday I checked a real estate agency and a parking space in Tolosa, which is about half an hour from here. Just a parking space. It cost you 30,000 euros, you know? I'm saying this to give a bit of context about where we are and what things generally cost here. Look, the mushroom is delicious, the stew is really good, I love mushrooms. In fact, it's one of those things that when I get a craving for them, I have them for dinner every day. These are great. I'd ask for bread to soak up the sauce. But now, off camera, can you imagine how I'll clean the plate? Believe it or not, there are some things I'm too embarrassed to do on camera. And this one here is the Jalisco. Well, from what I can see, it's mushroom with bread and ham. Such curious combinations, right? The ham is crispy. It's like a crispy ham. Let's see how it is. Fried bread like croutons. I think they fried the ham together with the bread. It also has 2 small mushrooms on top. An interesting skewer and unique mix. Really tasty for me. The ones with fried bread especially impress me. That said, it tastes like ours at the gym, quite a few. This skewer doesn't need much presentation. No, it's just a meatball on bread with lots of sauce. Hey, this, I don't know how to pick it up. It's like the typical burger, the trendy one that's all dripping with cheese and everything. Oh, this is going to be so good. How does it smell? Oh my, how's the meatball? The sauce is so delicious, it's so juicy. Wow, 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 what tasty beef. This is amazing, huh? The sauce and the skewer. Not much innovation, a lot of tradition. It's my favorite. This is so delicious, really, I'm telling you. It's good dipping some bread in here. The sauce is so tasty, so creamy. It tastes like vegetables. The juice from the meat itself, the meatball is so juicy, so flavorful. How much I enjoy this kind of skewer. I'll continue. Check this out. It's a brain. Yes, definitely a brain. Hey, it kind of looks like a whale. This part here is like the handle to hold it, not the brain's handlebar. Although I'm going to break it apart so you can see what it's like and so I can see it too. I love brains, but I've never tried them like this. Look how white it is inside. It looks like it has mayonnaise. Maybe it's brain with cheese. No way, no way. Colio Kerchegar, as Faimino and Cansado said, it's all brain. This white color is the brain itself, and the mix with the batter it's coated in is really good. I've eaten a lot of brains. As a kid, we ate much more offal at home than now, since it's rarely seen today. My mother used to make brains as a delicacy, and though it's been years since she last did, we loved it. Also testicles, heart, liver. The specialist in liver was my grandmother Mercedes, liver with onions. But I had never tried it like this, breaded and fried. This is almost like eating churros filled with brains. Today's food, and sometimes I say the opposite, but today's really does have a lot of fat, and there's still some left. Another top-selling dish there, though it's no longer a skewer, but they're anchovies, and I couldn't leave without trying them. They have a lot of chili peppers, anchovies with chili loaded with them. Wow. Hey, but it's not spicy at all, huh? But this is so good. Anchovies in vinegar are amazing, right? Extremely. I'd say it's one of my favorite things today, huh? Yeah, perfect amount of vinegar. The chili gives it a little spicy touch, but just a little, huh? Can you dip bread in here perfectly? It's funny to me that in English these are called anchovies, anchoas, and here we call anchoa, another way of preparing it, but the fish is the same, bocarte boqueron. This is amazing. I love the variety. It feels like a tasting menu, not a regular restaurant meal. It may not have a Michelin star, but it doesn't need one. At the bar, you can tell they work the old school way. 2 Carreras, a Rioja, and meatballs. That vibe everyone loves and enjoys creates a great atmosphere for the food. I've tried all the pinchos and the extra anchovies in vinegar. Now I think I've earned this moment. For dessert, I had to order this, which is the Panchineta, a dessert from the early 20th century created at the famous Casa Otagi bakery. In Donostia, they tried to make a French millefeuille, and this is what resulted. A puff pastry filled with pastry cream, topped with sliced almonds and a little powdered sugar on top. I also ordered the one they say is the second most popular dessert here, which is the Tarte Tatin, the apple tart. Here it is. Hey, it looks amazing. This morning I was actually visiting a place where they make cider, and they explained to me in great detail how apple trees are grown and how they're harvested. And well, I was really looking forward to trying something with apple that wasn't in cider form. Wow, well, what's in the apple pie? What do you think? Well, a short crust pastry base and apple like there's no tomorrow. This is a 10, huh? I even prefer the pie to the snacks. No, it's puff pastry, not short crust. It's truly a 10, huh? It has passion fruit sauce, one of the best pies I've had on this trip. This is one of the easiest and tastiest pies to make. That caramel on top looks delicious, right? It's a shame that with this whole dieting thing I can eat less and less, because if not, I'd have seconds of more than one thing, and this would be one of them. Alright, let's try the panchineta. Wow, it's so creamy. This is my first panchineta on this trip. I've tried this before, it's delightful. The almonds on top are so tasty. This is one of the best things you can have here in Donostia. I like it more than apple pie. I even have to give you my top 3 favorite Pintxos, but should I include one of the desserts in the top 3? Also right? Meringue milk ice cream, it seems. No, it's not yogurt ice cream. It's yogurt ice cream with the passion fruit sauce again, although I prefer just the panchineta. I'll share my top 3 Pintxos from San Sebastian, based on what I tried today. In third place, oh man, the pork snout in sauce. In second place, I love the meatball. So, what do you think I picked first? Look, in first place I could put several things, because I could put the Tarte, the Tatin, or I could put the Panchineta. But you know what? My favorite is the pincho. I love it every time I try it, wherever I go. It's definitely the Gilda, that's all. For today, episode number 7 of the National One Gastronomic Route Tomorrow is the last episode. I assure you I've chosen an amazing place in Hondarribia. It was really hard to get a reservation. I hope you'll join to watch it, you know. If you liked the video, give it a big super like and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Turn on all notification bells so YouTube notifies you about my next uploads. That's it. That's it for today. See you at the next restaurant. Goodbye.